Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of the Tree Pod. And today, and this podcast is essentially a trio podcast with some of my friends over here. Ivan, he's a videographer at Nas Daily. Another co-host is Felicia Teo. Oh my god!
Felicia To. It's okay.
Yes, Felicia To.
Yeah.
She's running her own company, Bite Size Production. So if you ever need any video production services, right, Felicia is definitely the person
Not
to
best
find.
friend, JJ.
And what did you say?
Not best friend, okay.
Not best friend. Okay. So this podcast, right?
Am I your best friend?
Yeah.
No.
All of you guys. All of you guys are my best friends.
You're putting him on the spot.
Yeah. The reason why I think this podcast is worth listening to, right? Because I think that this will be a very informal conversation with just friends.
Yes.
With just friends about anything and everything. So I think that just documenting, because sometimes Ivan and Felicia, we have meaningful conversations, whether it's on a train, whether it's an office. So we figured that we wanted to just create this opportunity for us to just talk about random things that matter to us and see whether there's any any people that resonate with it, right? Okay, so for starters, right, I think a good topic to start on, right, is
what is your morning routine?
No. It won't be that cliche as that, but what's a friend to you?
Yeah, I mean, just now you were so readily to say that JJ is your best friend.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Is he really your best friend?
Okay, so before we define what a best friend is, right, what is a friend?
Honestly, I really don't know though.
Don't know?
Honestly, I really don't know. Like because to me, right, honestly, I never had a best friend or anything because everybody seems to be my best friend. Like I never really I went into in depth with like making a best friend or something. But I guess what is a friend? I'll pass this question to Felicia.
Actually, I'm curious when you say like everyone's your best friend.
Yeah, because I guess I treat everybody the same though.
So let's say one of us go to jail, and then you need to take over our place in jail for something that we didn't do.
Oh my! This
But
escalated quickly.
No,
You
but-
will actually do that for us.
No, but you see, there's difference. No, but everybody has a different definition and level of a best friend.
Okay, what would you do for your best friend that you won't do for anyone else?
But that's what you see. I do the same thing for everybody else. Whether it's a best friend or not.
No way, there's gonna be some difference. Like
What's the difference? For
not really. As in,
For
I don't feel that way. Honestly.
actually, yeah, I kind of know what you're talking
Right,
about.
right.
Like everyone's really on the same level in terms of friendship, but to get to that,
Maybe with time.
Yeah, I need to see some like reciprocated behavior also to know that I can trust you. That like if the same thing were to happen to me,
Yes.
I can trust in you the same way also. Yeah, and I think like that's how I really develop good friendships lah. Like if you go through hardships together, I guess because we work together, right? So then we've been through like some shit together, and then I think that's how you bond and make friendships. And
Where's this workplace at?
Okay, for context, right? I haven't given context of how I knew asked Felicia. We haven't. Okay. I actually knew Ivan and Felicia and Ivan are actually my ex-colleagues at Nas Daily. So Ivan currently still works at Nas Daily while Felicia and I have moved on for now. La. So, but okay, going back to the thing of going through shit together.
Yeah. Okay, not exactly shit, but I mean going through adversity, going through challenges. That's how you form friendships.
Okay.
That's how like bonds get formed. Like you know.
That's true.
Yeah, as in especially at NS, right? You guys have been to NS, and don't you find that your friendship, the strongest friendships, are the one that you made in army?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
What do you feel about you?
For
Yeah.
me,
No.
I think
for me, though.
okay, it goes.
I mean, it's fine. As in, friends is friends, but as in the army friends are friends. I mean, definitely, but they're not the best friend. You know, like that.
Yeah.
But okay,
I don't know why. As in,
from my experience,
what about?
because I'm not playing rank here, but I was a spec lah. So specs, we eat shit lah. We really eat shit and do everything. So when you eat shit together with everyone else, right, with all the specs, right, there's a very strong bond to be formed. So even when I meet my armies, I know none of them will ever watch this, but we can still talk lah. As in, we are still on that same frequency because we know that we have been through that particular thing. So I think
And you see
I think
that
that is one definition.
But are they your best friend? You see.
Okay, so that's why I would. They're not my best friends.
Are they the friends to go to when you're in time of need? You see.
I'll say yes.
Yeah, you
Yes,
really
yes.
been through
No,
it.
okay. No, actually, I have this theory. When you get married, who's your 5 best men? That's usually your
That
best
is your
friend.
best friend.
Right.
I can easily say my army mates will be a few of them.
Right?
Definitely.
Interesting.
Cannot will be one of them really.
Ivan,
Definitely.
you're not in the
I
top
cannot,
five.
honestly, I did think about this question before. I think I only have like 3, including you, then 4 lor, if you want to do it.
Oh! okay. Wait, but why
The hard thing, the
why
hard
is there a need to be like have 5? Okay,
Best man,
Felicia,
is it?
your experience in weddings, right, are like much more
Oh,
experience
but-
compared
Yes,
to me and
I was-
8-time bridesmaid.
I was just telling them that I have been bridesmaids for 8 times already, and according to a Chinese saying, you can't be a bridesmaid for more than 5 times, otherwise you won't get
No,
married
but
yourself.
is there a reason why there's only 5
Oh, it-
bridesmaids?
No, I just any
Yeah.
number.
Any
odd number,
I'm
okay.
just saying
I
like
thought you were
5,
saying
like,
there's a fixed
like
5.
5 would be top 5 ma. I mean, 3 a bit disappointing.
It's like, you know, like Facebook, Friendster, you guys know Friendster? I mean, our
Different
generation. You guys
Not
don't use
that
Friendster?
far away lah, hello.
But you guys use
I
Friendster?
never used Friendster before.
No way.
Okay.
MySpace?
No, that's the issue.
Never used it before.
You're different generation.
No, we are the
God.
same
Okay,
generation.
but I never used MySpace.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's
But
okay.
Okay,
But
explain
I'll
old timer.
explain. So, whole time, excuse you, some respect for your elder. Okay, so anyway,
Oh,
Friendster, you have to kind of like select your top 10 friends to appear on your profile page.
Oh, okay.
So like, yeah, when you say that, I kind of think about like how last time when we were like in primary school
Yes,
and
yes.
everything, people would actually fight for like the top 10.
The validation lah.
The validation, and
Yeah.
also people will get into fights. They'll be
Yeah.
like, I put you as my top 10, how come I'm not on your top 10? And it's just like, yeah, that's like very, very childish lah.
But I
Yeah.
think to a certain extent, I still think that at least most of us would have that, but maybe not in such an explicit
It's
manner.
not
lah.
in like a, you don't put it out there, but you kind of know low key, like, okay, I'm your top 10, and like, who's each other's top 10, but Ivan doesn't seem to be agreeing.
I mean, I don't know. I think I got no top 10 or anything.
Yeah.
Maybe because I got no friends to begin with. So.
No, but why are you so critical of yourself of saying that you know friends?
Of
When you
friendships.
know that you have friends like us.
Because
Who's hurt
I
you?
know what I sacrificed the past 2 years. So that's why.
Has someone hurt you?
What
before?
have
No one hurt me.
okay,
It's just
what have you sacrificed for the past 2 years?
what have
Yeah.
I sacrificed? I sacrificed.
Okay, recently you made a video, right, about your sacrifices of being too driven in that sense of creating content, right?
Yeah. So basically, I created a video called "The Curse of Being Motivated."
Okay, can you share us the behind the scenes of this video?
So what happened is how I actually made that video is because I had these few friends. We had like this group chatting, so they were just planning like a normal meetup and stuff. And then I was saying that I can't go because I have to do my own video and stuff. I want to do my own shit. Then after can I say shit? No, cannot. I want to do my own editing. So then I couldn't go. So they're saying like I wish that they were like as driven as me and all that stuff. That's when I replied that actually don't really want to be that driven because actually it sucks because you lose a lot of things actually. You lose a lot of social life. You lose a lot of time that is actually pretty important to a lot of people.
So
But
like life just goes by while you
in a
focus
sense,
on
in
your
a
work.
sense. But it's a give and take. I always think there's like 3 like this triangle, the Holy Trinity thing. It's like career,
Social life.
social life, and
Leisure.
I guess so. So it's like you have to sacrifice one to actually have the 2, you know. So
Yeah.
so for me, I decided like the when I first started this chasing my passion shit, I decided to lose my social life instead. Because I'm thinking like, worst come to worst, I mean, at least I do the stuff that I love to do. And social life, I mean, it is important, but you can always get it back, like, in a sense. You know, like give it like what 10 years. Let's say 10 years down the road, and then I become successful in a sense to myself, and then I can always make new friends. You know, if you get what I mean.
Yes.
And I'm fortunate enough to always have my family by my side and everything. So I'm safe.
Are you pursuing a passion right now?
Yeah, I am, of course.
What do you do?
I'm a videographer. Is this a trick question?
No. As in, how do you feel pursuing your passion? I mean, this is a question for Felicia as well because I mean, Ivan's doing videography. His job is videography as well. Felicia here is
Video
doing
as well.
videography as well, right? And the passion to create something of yourself,
Yeah.
right?
But I think when it comes to passion, right, I feel like we should hear you talk, JJ. You're like the most passionate one out of all of us. And I'm
What do
so
you mean?
happy
What
that
do you mean I'm the most passionate?
because like
of us?
whenever we're working, right,
Yeah.
like you go like, I'm passionate about data and I'm passionate about doing what I do, and like,
Yes.
honestly,
Yeah,
it's
true.
because of that, right? I feel like wow, you're damn driven, and
That is
your
true.
your energy for what you're
But
passionate about really rubs
isn't
off
it the
us.
same for you guys? Like you feel
lah.
excited.
Yes,
you know?
yes. But I think you're more vocal about it.
I'm more vocal about
yeah,
it.
and I think it's
Yeah.
very interesting to hear you talk about it. So I feel like you should share about it, and especially because right, you've been like hosting other people. You don't really talk about your own.
I realized that as well.
Now you should talk. Yeah.
Only in 3 pots.
Only in 3 pots.
JJs
Please.
inside.
JJ, yeah. Okay, JJ, tell us.
Wait, what's the question?
I want to know more about like what you're passionate about, and I feel like you're already on your path to, what you're chasing, and how do you get here? And
The reason why I do what I do, which is my passion is in data and trend.
Yeah.
So I like to let the numbers speak for itself. And I'll be very selfish at the end of the day to say that this skill set that I want to master, right? If I were to be very direct, it's just a means for me to spread whatever products or message or service that I'm truly passionate in, complementary with the skill set of paid marketing.
Right.
But it just happens so that I like seeing trends. So it gives me pleasure. Let's say when my clients are spending so much money, right? I can tell them, okay, do this, and it is something that works and it brings tangible business results. And it's something that is infinitely scalable.
Yeah.
This is something that a lot of people ask me whether my passion is in videography or not, right? I would definitely say, even to you, Ivan, right? I would say it's like a secondary passion.
Yeah.
Because I see videography as a means, right, to infinitely scale your message.
Yeah.
When it comes to producing videos as a single unit.
Yeah.
It's a single unit in, single unit out, although there are many people watching it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to it having a real business impact, I know I'm talking like very macro terms now, but data is interesting.
Correct.
Data is interesting in a sense.
Why is it interesting though? Like
Trends.
what's the cool thing about it? Why do you like?
Because there's something literally new to be learned every single time.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I'm not sure whether there's a link to life or whatever, but my general macro thesis in life, right, is that it's never absolute. It's never absolute. One observation that you can see one day, right, can be proved to be wrong 2 months later, or even one day later. And it's only via your experience in seeing macro trends, like so many trends that happen across the year, that you can make an informed decision onto like what kind of ads you want to make, what kind of videos that you want to make. If let's say back to our experience at Nas Daily, right, we were doing some ads for some companies as well. Nas himself was making videos for because he makes so much videos, in a sense, 1,000 videos. After 1,000 videos, you see a trend that works in general. And that kind of trend, you can use it to, I know I'm talking very macro terms, but you can use it to your advantage if it's something that constantly works.
Correct.
And the thing is, why I like doing what I do is you can see different patterns across different industries.
Yeah.
And it's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So in short, you just want to figure out the secret.
Okay, the secret is that there's no secret.
Yeah.
The secret is that there's no secret in data. But in videography, is there a secret? Is there a secret, Ivan? I'm not diverting. But okay, for you, one conversation that I have, right, with my friends, we previously knew a person called Franco. Franco, right? He's a videographer. He's an Italian videographer, which is extremely talented, right? Then I actually saw one of his videos being shared by my friend. I think I told Ivan. Then my friend actually shared Franco's videos, and he said that, oh, who's this Italian Nas Daily? So I feel that Nas Daily, the kind of videos that he produced, right, is so systemized and it's so effective, right?
Yeah.
What's your opinion on this, Ivan, as a creator?
What's my opinion on
of because you are editing videos that is in that same style. You are a result of Nas identifying this kind of pattern recognition that works. I'll be out front, you are perpetuating this. And at the same time, I don't want to dive too deep, but what is your satisfaction levels in terms of creating such videos?
Okay, so for me, I feel like there's no copy or anything from anybody. Because at the end of the day, like John Mayer, I use John Mayer as an example. He started copying everybody's style and everything. But because no matter what, when you copy, right, you can never actually copy to the exact form of it. So technically, you gain a new skill. In a sense, you didn't really copy in a sense because you're like the fake version of it. And the best part about copying is once you start copying, you start learning more stuff rather than you create something in your mind from scratch and then you take a longer time. But if you copy, you start to create your own skill, your own style, because you copy so many stuff, you sort of fuse everything together. Because that's what I believe in for the creative side of stuff. Like it's good to copy actually, because copy gives you fresh ideas in a sense.
What if someone else were to copy you? Would you take it as a flattery or an insult?
I guess flattery. I don't really care if someone copies me, because for me, I'm always thinking in this sense. If you copy me means I'm good. That's the first thing. And second of all, it means that I need to up my game. That's when I start to
Because it's
be
easily
better.
mimicable.
Correct. That's why if people start copying me, that's when actually I'm actually more happy, because this means that okay, so it's time to scale up already. It's not time to just keep saying the same.
On from the perspective, because I love to copy people lah. And honestly, I feel like a fake when I do it lah.
Yeah, it's true.
How do I feel less of a fake when I copy people?
Add in a different element from the copying. So if let's say I give you an example, let's say I'm gonna
Maybe
copy.
it should inspire you rather than a straight on copy. Like for example,
You basically you modify the thing that you're copying. Like okay, for example, let's say I'm talking about video lah. For transitions, right? There's something called speed ramp, right? You know what's a speed ramp?
Yeah.
Right? Just a quick speed thing. How to be different from there? You add a rotation. Everybody only speeds ramp like this, right? But you can actually add a rotation to spin it.
Oh,
Get what I mean?
okay,
So it can be a speed ramp. With
so
a- with
you're
a- with
including
an angle
two
ramp.
transitions in one,
Two.
creating your own style.
I won't say transition, just two different elements fusing into one.
Okay, yeah. So creating your own style.
Yeah.
On
So
the
end of the day,
topic-
you have your own style, and then
On the topic of video, because you guys are primarily videographers, right? I want to hear your opinions of the few things that is important to you when you make a video. Felicia.
For me, I'm starting to understand the importance of audio, especially
Audio, okay.
especially even in Nas Daily.
Ah.
I think we learned a lot from Aegon. Sound design, music choice, sound effects, transitions, very very small effects can actually help you tell a story. Even if you have no narrative, right? Just the story itself, just the sound itself, sorry, is able to bring out the story. And even like I've seen the way Ivan edits. He's been like putting sound effects first before he adds on the clips.
Yeah.
And I think that itself, you are already able to imagine how the video is going to look like already. And I think that's a very effective way of creating a video.
So sound design.
Sound design recently, yeah. Last time I thought like, as long as it looks good. That was from a very YouTube point. But now that I have like met more people in the industry and like talking to people who are actually successful in what they do, they actually pay attention to the little things, and that's what makes a difference between them and other video creators. I think so.
for me, I mean,
about you
yes, audio is important and everything, but
Yeah.
I start to realize after you get the hang of audio and everything,
Yeah.
next thing is actually the storytelling of everything.
Yeah.
Like the clips, the sound, right? Actually, all don't matter. If end of the day, your sound, the story, the script, right, that you're saying, right,
Doesn't make sense.
isn't good lah. In short, because like give you an example, like Aegon, right, Project Life 4, right, plug for him. He did show me a video that he had like 30 million views,
Wow.
but he literally only had a face shot of him speaking and stock footages.
What video was this?
Forgiveness, is it?
No, not forgiveness. I can't remember which one. But he literally just used like stock footages and just his face shot and obviously sound and everything. But this shows you that at the end of the day, right, video, right, at least for social media stuff, is really all about storytelling. The visuals, the audio is just secondary to everything. Because if you have a good script, everything works.
But stock images or stock videos, they do look good though.
No, but you see, here's the difference between using stock footage and your own footage. There is a difference. The difference is the realness of everything. If I were to say that I'm talking about like women in India not having their rights and everything, all that stuff, right? If I were to use a white woman or a too perfect looking Indian woman, you won't relate.
Okay.
That's the difference. So if you actually have your own footage, it feels more real to the audience.
Authentic.
That's the difference. That's why stock footage is like last resort kind of thing.
Okay. So JJ, recently you have started picking up video editing, right? So what you deem as important, has it changed across the time when you learn video editing?
Okay, the biggest inspiration that I look up to in terms of
Yeah.
video making is Casey Neistat.
Yeah.
In terms of cinematic value, how he shoots a shot, it isn't exactly the best, but it's his stories that really like, oh my gosh.
That's
Like,
true.
I want to learn how he tells stories.
Yeah.
Basic things like a start, middle, and
Correct.
I find myself being too critical at times when I edit my vlogs. Right now, I'm editing my vlog for when I went to VaynerMedia, right? I'm still like desperately trying to find a start, middle, end that comprehends everything. And maybe I'm too critical, but storytelling is everything to me.
That's true.
I mean, but then again, for you, yours is a vlog. Why you worry about the storytelling? It's a story.
But the
Right?
thing
And
is,
it's true.
the Casey Neistat vlogs, they are all vlogs as well, but I feel like I'm always learning something from his videos. And a lot of people try to copy his style, but the storytelling side of things is very hard to copy.
From what I understand from vloggers, right, is
Yeah.
that they don't really plan out the. I mean, they plan out the day in a sense, but they have a skeleton of everything.
Yeah.
But everything in between, like whatever happens, they honestly don't really know. So actually, the main thing, I guess, if you have a skeleton of everything, you're pretty fine.
I mean, then what's the intention of a vlog? But actually, honestly, cause it's this debate I have also. I mean, the intention of a vlog is a very selfish one. It's just for me to
Look back.
just look back at memories, right?
Yeah.
So, because I look back my NUS vlogs, right? It's like almost 10K views, right? It's like I didn't even put any thought into it. Like, I really just wanted to look back a video during my university days, and
Yeah.
this would be cool. So, okay, I need to get my vlog done.
Yeah, I think also you're maybe a bit too critical of yourself.
Yeah, I think so.
And you know how like Gary Vee always say like just put out things, you
Yes,
know,
yes.
just don't be too critical. Put it out there. As long as you're constantly churning out new content, you don't know what will work for your audience. Also, like what you criticize of yourself might be what people actually like.
Yes.
The authenticity of it, maybe that might be the one that captures your new audience, or who knows? Yeah, as in there's no right or wrong format, and certain things, maybe, you know, trying something new and like creating content every day will give you, you know, like what you're doing in
Yes.
data, it will provide you some trends. Like maybe, oh, actually storytelling is not that key in my videos. I realize maybe having certain messages here and there is what
You
drives
never know
people.
until you try it.
No,
Never know
I
until
think
you
the
try
main
it.
thing at the end of the day is you always try and learn new things.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the main thing. Like I always tell myself in every video that I do, right, it has to be something different. It has to be something that is unique and different from my
Yeah.
previous video. I don't really care that whether it's good or bad. It's just as long as I keep learning something and I feel growth, that's all.
Yeah.
Really.
Essentially, not repeating something.
Not really not repeating. Like okay, let's say like for my cinematic stuff, right? I just need to learn one new effect for the next video, and I can do the same thing for the rest of the entire video as the previous one, and I'll be happy enough because I still learn something. See, I'm still taking a step forward. There's no such thing as a perfect kind of video one, because after doing all like so many videos, there's no such thing as a perfect video. There's never ever is.
Right.
So, Felicia, what's your content strategy? I realize.
Content strategy?
Yes, what's your content strategy? I realize you have just started a podcast.
I have. I
What
guess
is it called?
it's called Sound Bites, but spelled with BYTS.
Yes. A side plug to your
side plug to
company,
my
right?
bite-size production. I'm trying to keep a consistent branding across all of my platforms, which is why I use the word bite. Content strategy, I feel like the hook is very important. Like within first 3 seconds, capturing people's attention within the first 3 seconds is very important because there are so many content out there.
Yes.
So I think just reducing, for now podcast, I'm trying to go onto LinkedIn because it's like a very undervalued platform right now. There's actually so many people who are not really using LinkedIn to its fullest potential, and I feel like the content that I want to put out now is more in line with like the LinkedIn audience. So
Like,
yeah.
What do you mean LinkedIn on? It's like a business
Yeah,
mindset?
more
or-
business and also like learning new things about, you know, I mean, even for us now, us talking, right? Like, as in, especially when I'm on LinkedIn, I want to connect people who are in the same industry as me. So when I invite people to my podcast, it's always people in the same realm of business or industry so that they can find my topic or my content more relevant. Yeah, and my Facebook friends, I guess, most of my friends are not really in the same industry as me. It's my LinkedIn friends are very different from my Facebook friends.
Yes, I think it's
So-
important to differentiate.
Yeah, so I guess, so I think I just want to do this to create a community where people can exchange ideas, support each other, and just like share what they learn from their own experiences. And that is the aim of my podcast. But I just started it out also, and I'm just willing to just keep trying. Every day just put out new thing that I've never done before, and then hopefully something just like spark something in me, and then I can just concentrate on that and then see what that will bring me.
So would you say that you like doing podcasts?
I quite like it, yeah, and I think I need
Okay,
to.
actually just curious. Actually,
Yeah.
you're both like podcasts, right? Why? I just want to know.
I like to hear from people. I like to listen to their stories and then just kind of hear things from their point of view. Yeah. What about you, JJ?
I'm
a professional HD.
I'm
yeah.
I'm a big fan of Joe Rogan's podcast, and you really get to see the thought process and how they think of, like, let's say personalities that you respect.
Yeah.
If Gary Vee was on Joe Rogan, if Kevin Hart was on Joe Rogan, recently I listened to one Joe Rogan podcast, Robert Downey Jr.,
Ooh.
Iron Man, then he talks about him being engulfed by the branding of Iron Man.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like all the roles that he play, right, has to be related somehow to Iron Man in a sense, and he talks about breaking out of it, and through this conversation you realize that he's very human. And I realize, not to say that we are like famous people or whatever, but I think that every one of us has a very human side that we can share. Everyone has that, and I think you leveraging the platform, like my passion of music videography is to infinitely scale your message.
Yeah.
And this is just a means of empathizing, or at least communicating our ideas with others, and I think, and another selfish reason, and I would say another selfish reason is for me just to expand my network, because sometimes I think as a fresh graduate, after you graduate, you are stuck in your silo of context. University graduate, and I think that people say that there's no one in Singapore. Singaporeans are not talented. I don't agree at all. I like having met people like you guys, having met so many people on a podcast, right? That I would have never met if not I didn't have a podcast. That would have enabled me to just talk to them and learn, because I don't know, I think there's so much opportunities in Singapore. Like I have friends that complain. Okay, I mean, I'll be upfront. Some of my friends really complain a lot about Singapore, but like the market is a market is a market. You just look out your HDB window, right? There's literally buildings of people. How can you appeal to them? How can you communicate to them? How do you connect with them? To me, that is a very interesting thing.
But would you say that people say that Singaporeans don't have talents because they're lazy instead?
No, Singaporeans are one
Okay.
of them.
Okay, which one is more important, talent or hard work?
Okay, wait, there's two topics. What do you say? I thought the statement you said just now was interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, because everybody says that the Singaporeans are not talented and stuff, right? To me, I just feel that because people are lazy.
I agree.
And I feel super strongly about this.
I agree.
I feel like talent is not really a hardworking thing though. Talent, especially singing, no matter how hard you work, I don't think you can hold a singing voice.
Okay, let me speak first before Ivan.
No.
My hypothesis as a music instructor, as a piano tutor, right, I always feel that I always actually say this, I don't believe in music talent.
Yeah.
I believe in music guidance. If you have a good tutor that is able to resonate extremely well with the characteristics of the child, which every child is different. A good tutor will be able to adapt to the style and learning styles of every single child, and you just need to find those touch points.
Yeah.
And my opinion is that if you can resonate strongly, you are a good tutor. There's no such thing as music talent, and you will be able to teach and groom a best musician. So that's my opinion on talent.
Okay.
Yeah,
maybe
like personalities, you would say like big personalities like Gary Vaynerchuk. There is talent, there is gift, there is, but that's my opinion. I think it's guidance.
Guidance.
Yeah.
Guidance.
Okay, what if this person doesn't have guidance? Then how?
Guidance, laziness.
In the realm of, okay, that's a good question. What if the person doesn't have guidance? Because my opinion on this is based on classical music. There is, I would say, virtually no established
Guidance.
classical musician that is self-taught. I would dare to say that. But in the realm of other kinds of genres of music like guitar, singing, everything else, there is.
So what's the difference between classical and normal music and stuff? Why can't a classical person learn how to play classically without any guidance? I mean, like why do they need the guidance to play?
Because historically, for the past 400 years or 500 at least, there is a certain way that you touch a violin string, the way you move a violin string that produces a nice sound.
Okay,
that has been accepted for centuries.
Then it brings me to this point. So the very first guy who played the violin, right? Who taught him?
No one.
Exactly.
But yes, no one. But
exactly.
It is, yes.
So what makes you think that somebody who doesn't know a violin cannot play it from scratch without any guidance?
True. It's possible. But I dare say that the first person that ever touched the violin, right, probably produced a shitty sound.
Exactly.
Relative.
I think what JJ meant is 500 years of like refining.
Fine tuning.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so it brings me to this point.
Yes.
So talent or hard work. Because at the end of the day, let's say I want to be a classical violinist, right?
Yes.
I have no guidance. But no matter what, if I keep working on it, I still get there.
Oh, you still keep fine tuning
It isn't talent. It's always about hard work.
Okay.
How much? Okay,
But
then I
maybe
would say
hard work and guidance can come in handy.
Yeah,
okay.
no, definitely. But I'm
I'm-
just saying that at the end of the day, which one is?
I would say if given the person that first starts the violin and self teaches himself, right, he would have to go through, we would say, centuries of iterating by himself and him reaching that standard.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, at the end of the day, you don't need guidance. Am I right?
It depends on the realm of work. For classical music, I definitely think you should learn from a violin teacher. In other realms of work, yes, this is debatable. But
Actually-
for classical music, I don't think so.
Yeah, actually, Ivan, I don't understand why.
In the realm of video making, other talents, singing, guitar, everything else, I agree. Yes, you don't need. Why not learn from someone who has made the mistakes?
No, which is true.
Which
No,
saves
no.
you time.
No, but because I'm thinking this point of view, it's like not everybody has guidance. Not everybody has a chance to get taught by somebody.
Okay.
So
Yes.
what if let's say this person has this passion for this thing, but because he doesn't have money or he doesn't have the network to have someone to teach him, then how does he just give up?
Is it possible to narrow our discussion to a specific industrial
No,
field? Because my point of view is only for classical music.
Or as in right now you're
It's
this point of
only-
view.
it's only
I
for
see.
classical music.
I see.
Yeah, it's only
I
for
don't know,
classical
but for me, if classical music in that case, right? I don't know. Maybe I don't know too much about it yet, or what. But I feel like even without guidance, this person can make it as a classical
Felicia, what do you think?
musician.
Music. I know nothing about music.
Okay, I know. I'm where I stand. Yeah.
But are you very confident with your answer?
Very.
Interesting.
But I
In the
also-
I'll
realm
research
of-
more about it.
in the-
Honestly,
in
I
the-
really don't know.
In the realm of classical music,
Okay.
for you, what do I define to be a classical musician? A musician that is able to play with an orchestra, play with others, make good music with others in
I
a
see.
traditional setting.
Yeah. I
see.
Yes, you need to. In a sense, your sound needs to blend with the orchestra. You need
I
to
see.
blend with other people. If your frequency hertz is off the charts, right?
Yeah.
You can't do that.
I get it. No, but I guess because you're thinking in the orchestra kind of
Yes,
view.
I
I was
know-
thinking it as a
Okay.
pianist alone.
Oh,
so
okay,
like,
okay.
you
Sorry,
see, that's why I guess you're thinking differently.
Yes, yes. So
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. Like,
But
in
then
other
again, as a
regards,
violinist, you can be alone also, what? And still be really, really good.
theoretically, yes. In me being familiar with classical music, I can almost guarantee that there is no solo musician that has no solo classical musician that has gone on to do what he or she does, being self-taught.
I get it.
I think.
And the definition of self-taught, I mean like I'm very extreme. Self-taught means you don't refer to anyone else in the world that touched the
Exactly.
violin. You may see American Got Talent, people touching the violin, all that kind of stuff. Technically, they had some form of guidance through YouTube, internet, or whatever. That is not okay lah. Then that's why our definition comes in. What's your definition of self-taught lah? In the end?
Or guidance. What's the
Yeah.
definition of guidance?
Wait,
I think my definition of self-guidance is that you don't have a physical tutor.
Yeah.
But in our realm of stage right.
Yes and no. Okay, my mindset of self-taught is it's not really self-taught in a sense. Okay, what I think in my mind is that if let's say you want like let's say you want to be something, right? But because you don't have the means to get there, right, doesn't mean you can't have it. Because there's always a way to get something.
Yes.
There's
I
always a
agree.
way. Like let's say if I put it in context, like I don't have access to internet, I don't have access to anything at all. I want to be a freaking violin, right? And all I have is a freaking violin, right? I'm really 100% sure, right? In 10 years, right, I can at least play one song. If I practice it every single day, how bad is it? I'm sure that I can play a note or two together.
I agree. Yes.
I don't know. If
No.
you have no exposure to music at all, you just have a violin.
Okay, right now I think we're talking like extreme.
Yeah. I mean, y'all started the action thing, right? No, but I really feel. I might be wrong, honestly, but I really feel in that sense, right? That whatever that you really tell yourself to do, right? You really can do it, man. There's no reason, right, to tell yourself that you can't do it because
So-
there's always a way to
So
do it.
based on that argument, you believe that it's not talent, it's hard work.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with you. I
Understand,
agree with you
understand.
in that scenario. You can do literally
Yeah.
anything you want.
Correct.
But wouldn't it be nice to have that?
Yeah, I mean,
guidance? Yes,
everybody.
yeah.
I mean,
So
of
I
course.
think it's, let's say, yeah. I mean, it's part of your
No,
self-responsibility.
we are just putting it in context for people who's out there who
Yeah.
like they have nothing, right? And they always say that because they have nothing, that's why they cannot do
Right,
anything.
right.
That's why.
That's
That's
an excuse.
exactly.
No, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's an excuse lah. If
Yeah.
you're telling yourself
Yeah.
nothing, it's a lie that you're telling yourself because there's resources available.
Hence, That's why I say. That's why I believe that people who say Singaporeans doesn't have talent is because they are lazy.
Yeah,
They have everything in the
and
world.
especially Singaporeans, everyone has access to a computer.
Mm.
There's always access to having guidance, whether physical or not. Tutorials online is like ready available. They're all free. So let's say if you really want to be a videographer, it's like everything is.
I mean,
available.
this was a
Exactly.
conversation that we had with Mr. Zainal Sapari, who is the MP of Pasir Ris. I was saying that how Ivan and I, how you picked up what you do, right? It's really the internet.
Through
And
self-learning,
my opinion on this, right, is very clear. Is that I don't think that the state should. Although the state has a state, when I think Singapore government,
Yeah.
politics really shit.
Oh,
Although the state has a part to play, right, in equipping ourselves with skills, right?
Yeah.
But it should be the initiatives of people to take that step by themselves. And sometimes, and I was asking him, like, I feel that the government shouldn't be I feel like the government shouldn't be
taking it on themselves to make
taking
people.
because the government take the take that stance that they need to be responsible for equipping
Yeah.
people, and therefore that in a macro sense results in people
Blaming the government.
and
Yeah.
not taking responsibility
I
for
agree.
their own actions. And that, to me, I just don't like
Yeah.
it. And sometimes I think obviously I'm a very big fan of Gary Vaynerchuk. Sometimes I think that kind of message, right, should be contextualized to the Singaporean context.
Yes.
I feel that in
Yes.
Singapore there is no one who is advocating this position of what Gary Vee is saying.
Yeah.
For those listeners that don't know what Gary Vee
Yeah.
does in general, he's like a motivational entrepreneur. He's a CEO of VaynerMedia, but
AKA
he is,
your current company.
yeah, AKA my current company. But
AKA your boss.
yeah, if you don't know who Gary Vaynerchuk is, I really recommend you to check his content out. But
Yeah.
my position, right, is that I feel that someone in the government side should be telling people, or at least people should start taking the initiative to do their
Yeah.
own things, and this should be done at a governmental level.
Yes, and
That's
like
what
the
I
government
think.
has been also giving us a lot of support with Skills Future.
It is true.
That is not.
It is true. That's what Mr. Zainal Sapari said. Like, there's really
Yeah.
so much things that are given to people. It's just that
Correct.
I think maybe within our generation, and
Yeah.
you must empathize. I told him as well. I empathize with people who at our age have children, have families to feed, and everything. Right? I still empathize with that. But it's still the initiative, lah. It's still the initiative.
Yeah, and I agree with you that the message is that Gary is putting out is that you take control of what your life should be. Yeah, so whatever you put your energy into, that will be your result at the end of the day, and there's no one else you can blame but yourself. And I
So
agree with
taking in this discussion, what can we do as normal Singaporeans, right, to be part of, let's say if you are looking at the macro perspective of teenagers. Yesterday night I had a conversation with one of my friends. He's very passionate in conducting like resilience workshops.
Okay.
That's what he says. He conducts workshops to basically instill this in students. But as normal citizens, I mean, what can you do from your perspective? I mean, I'll just speak. I'm sorry for ranting, right? But like for me as a piano tutor, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to be just. I'm a part-time piano tutor. I don't want to be just a piano tutor teaching them piano. I want to teach them values that will go beyond them
Yeah.
as into becoming adults. So the tagline I have on my website, right? I help children to be better.
Better students.
Better people in general. Aside,
Yeah.
I wanted to literally go to my website and
Yeah.
check. Go and find Tam Jiang Jun piano. Yeah, you see my website. But okay, what am I talking
But
about?
I
this one?
agree that you should instill good values in them, and then eventually they will use. Basically, it's like the saying: if you teach a man how to fish, then they won't go hungry. If you
To be honest, right, it
Yeah.
isn't a code I've cracked yet.
Okay.
I still have many students that I can't, how to say,
yeah.
one problem that I have with small children or teenagers
Too
in
young
general,
to understand.
they don't have an opinion.
Okay.
Like
just follow
when I
whatever
ask
you-
them how do you feel, or like do you have any questions, do you have any feedback, or what do you want to be when you grow up, right? I have 8 piano students. I can easily say 4 of them, right? I just can't get. Maybe I haven't developed enough trust with them, but okay, this conversation is going all over the place. But, okay, Ivan, for you, you meet a teenager, a teenage boy, and he's 14 years old. He doesn't really have a big opinion about the world. He's just running the race of, I would say, race of the education system. I mean, yeah, that's why I'm always thinking, what can I say to this teenager that would make a difference? That would somehow evoke him in being more responsible for the actions that he take and not be susceptible to this system.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess end of the day, I mean, you really think about it, right? When it's time for somebody to start doing the things that they want to do or whatever, or just focus on the future, everything, it's actually ultimately their time to decide.
Yeah.
No matter what you say, right, no one will really care. As in, nobody will actually listen to you until when it's time for them to listen.
When they want to listen, they will listen.
Exactly. So let's say, for example, this 14-year-old kid, right? All I can say is like, I'll maybe just tell him like, for the question, blah, 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 all the life experience that I have. Whether he listens to you or not, I don't know. But that's all you can say, lah. I mean, because there's no way you can.
It's all about control.
That. Exactly. It's like when I was younger, right, my mom tell me to do all these things. I don't do it at the end of the day because it's just I don't think about that far in my future. So I don't think it's a necessity right now. So of course I want to listen. So end of the day is timing. It's all about timing.
Right. But I agree that how your mom has been like, let's say when you're young and then your mom keeps telling you to do the right things and things like that will still kind of like place you in the right atmosphere, environment, and then you unconsciously kind of like direct your life according to that also. Like let's say if your mom keeps telling you like, oh, smoking is bad. Let's say it's something that everyone in your family keeps advocating, and then it will be something innately in you to know that, okay, maybe I shouldn't smoke. But then if there's somebody in your family who smokes, right, then it's easier for you to reconcile that, okay, smoking is not that bad. And everyone is just brought up in a different family and it doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong answer to that.
So they're bringing the question of environment?
Yeah, it's environment. And I also feel like as teenagers, they absorb everything much quicker. They're like a sponge. So whatever environment you put them in, they will just listen and absorb. So
send them for a Gary Vee conference.
Yeah, I think just putting them in the right environment, giving them the right material.
Okay, I never thought about it this way before.
Having easy access to the right things will help them, but it's up to them whether they want to decide, but it's there for them to take. Yeah.
I guess in short, you can just give whatever you can give, but whether they want to take it is up to them.
As a piano tutor, I only meet them once.
That's true.
Once a week, once an hour. But now that you said it, perhaps I
it's like sowing a seed, lor.
Yeah.
If it grows, if they start to water it, then it grows. If they don't, then
because sometimes I feel guilty for not being able to evoke them, But I think now that you say that, it makes me less
as long as you're
guilty.
consistent in your teaching, and then if the result is not immediate, doesn't mean that it's not working. It might be a delayed result.
Yeah.
And like he said, it's a seed, and maybe they choose to water it later.
Oh.
This is like a parenting podcast,
Parenting podcast.
From church.
I'll send them to church.
No, the sowing the seed thing is from church.
It's from church. Yeah, I believe in that also.
Okay, so changing gears, ending the podcast, right? The one thing that I think it would be useful for us to talk about our goals, since it's the start of 2020, and I think it's good in a sense to force ourselves to be accountable to each other, because I'm not really a big believer in New Year's resolution. I think it's good marketing hype, but I do believe in goals.
Yeah.
And perhaps how we can end this podcast session is just to talk about a few goals, or just one goal that we want to be held accountable to each other. Okay, so maybe I can start first.
Alright, go JJ.
Felicia, one of my goals, right, is to build a funnel.
Build a funnel?
Yeah.
Okay, for?
Do you know what's a funnel?
Yes.
What?
Like that.
Right, that's the same thing there.
A funnel is basically narrowing down from a wide.
Yes.
How do I explain? Basically, funneling.
Yes.
Funneling.
Yeah, so I want to build a marketing funnel from the stage where I run ads into a landing page where I can track every single step for a particular product or service that I truly believe in. Whether if it's a product or service for me, or whether if it's a product or service by someone else. And I just want to do that.
But aren't you doing that in your daily work?
Technically I am, but I haven't built one myself. I want to build one myself from scratch. So meaning the website, landing page, everything to be fully controlled by me.
Oh, so this
because right now when I'm doing work with clients, they have already everything set up. So right now I'm just observing the data. But I think the skill set of building one, it's different. And
so this will be entirely your own website?
yes, or my own website or like, let's say someone else's product or service that I truly believe in that I want to build a funnel for.
Okay.
So yeah, that's one of my New Year's resolution, if you'll say. So I hope I can be kept accountable to this.
Yeah.
What's your plan to do it?
Yeah, what are
Is
your
there
steps to do that?
Like a
So step one is to okay, the biggest challenge I have now is to because if you build a funnel, right, it's not simply just building a funnel. You need to build a funnel for something. So the first thing is to decide what funnel.
Is it the photography, videography thing?
Something. So yeah, it may not be like the most bestest of idea to pursue. Like one of the ideas I was telling Ivan about is to teach parents simple videography or any just simple videography lessons. And if I can build a funnel around there, right? My objective is to build that funnel, but I would hate it if it's a product or service that I'm not passionate about. I may find someone else, Ivan, maybe I can find you to teach, or maybe I can find Felicia to teach, right? But I want to build a funnel. So that's one of my New Year's resolution this year.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's an achievable one as well. So
that's why it's like I think too much. And sometimes there are thoughts that goes in conflict with my goals. And yes, I want to be held accountable to this goal.
Okay.
I need to build a funnel.
we've put it out there into the universe. It's gonna happen.
Ivan, what's your goal?
My goal.
That you want to be held accountable to by us.
I mean, I don't need anybody to be accountable for.
Oh.
But as in, I believe. Okay, so one of it is I wouldn't call it goal lah. It's just achievement, I guess. One of it is to remember when we did the covers, the random covers in the car.
Yeah.
You did spark that musical side of me again. So I am thinking of produce music, but I'm gonna use that music in my own video. So
yes, I definitely think you should do that.
That means the music, the sound effects, like even create my own sound effects, the visuals and everything all into one. So it's like a full-on production thing. Cinematic stuff, I guess. But end of the day, I also still want to create videos that I can somehow implement the like I always tell you guys, like the cinematic side of it and the motivational side of things like together. Like because I always feel like videos that did well in Nas Daily is because they were motivational, they add value to people. But I always like the cinematic portion of things. So again, I want to blend these two together so I can achieve that. So I guess it's like a combine. It's a part A of the thing. Part A of the whole entire video production thing that I mentioned. And then at the end of the day, I want to start my own company, something like Felicia, but size. If you can hire me, I'm here. Okay, but yeah, I do want to start something like that as well. But I want to focus a lot on weddings because again, JJ always spark things in me. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think a lot. I should take a look.
Yes.
Okay, the story behind this, right, is that I had an army friend, Kenneth lah. He was going to propose to his girlfriend, now fiance. Then I thought like, hey, why not ask Ivan to do it? And I asked Ivan to do it. And yeah, he really enjoyed it, right?
So what happened was after I did that proposal video, right, I realized that if I get raw clips, right, that make me feel something, right, that's when I really feel like I really like editing that video. Because honestly, all my life, right, I only had the feeling of like how do I put it? Like I could feel the emotions, right, literally just from the raw clips, right, only on 2 videos that I've ever edited in my life, which is one is Kenneth's video and another one is another video, Market video. So that's why I feel like this feeling is so addictive, honestly.
Yes, I think
addictive. Like because editing is something that you gotta think when you edit. Like let's say I want to create this tense moment, I need to think how to make it tense. But if the raw clips tells you what song to use, what song in fact, what feeling to go for already, it's like definitely a good video already. It's like the raw clips is already the edit for you.
Just putting it together.
Exactly. So that's why I feel like I can find this satisfaction or this addiction of my through weddings, because and also I wanna give a really, really good wedding video to couples. Like I just feel like the Singapore market is like.
I mean, you're telling me that you love the feeling when couples.
Okay, feeling. Okay, so wedding videos right now in Singapore, right? It's like when they do a wedding video for you, right? First of all, they take super long to do it. So I always feel that when after a wedding, right, you have 2 weeks, right, or even 1 week, right, for the couple to lose that feeling of the wedding just happened feeling.
The honeymoon period.
Exactly, and not only the honeymoon period, just that feeling, the overall feeling of everything.
The
So
hype.
if you give the freaking video after
6 months.
3 or 6 months later, it's not as tangible as that moment, you know. Like it feels so good if they can receive. I mean, to me, I feel like they will feel so good if they receive the video, right, literally like 1 week after their wedding. Then they will have that full effect, you know, like bam, you know, that kind of thing. So that's why that's the first thing I want to change in this wedding industry thing. Second of all, like the videos can be improved.
There are really good ones out there.
I mean.
Okay, I must re-emphasize and focus, right? Ivan here is the videographer from Nas Daily, okay? He has very high standards,
Yeah,
and the
that's
speed
not
at
really.
and the speed at which he edits, right, is really, really fast,
Yeah.
right? And I can even say, like, I'll just say directly to the camera, right, working in Nas Daily, and more specifically learning from Aegon and Franco and how they edit videos, right?
Yeah.
Literally saved like editing years of my like how they edit saved at least 3 years of my
Like whatever we
waking
learn
life,
is literally like we save like 3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years of your life editing, and that is a lot.
But again, the ultimate thing is because learning the skill from Aegon, right? It's like the main thing is the full control of everything. That's one thing, and the second thing is you can bring the emotion anytime you want. That's the best part, because I always struggle with it when I was editing by myself, right? That I always struggle with bringing out the emotions. I always have to delay time to create the emotion. I cannot create it on the spot. Yeah, I mean, most of you guys don't understand what I mean, but in editing form, like when you play our music for a feeling, right? Let's say like this song is like freaking awesome, but in order to reach to the chorus, which really makes you feel something, right? It takes time. You need to basically buy time to in your clips. But with this skill that I learned from Aegon, Nas Daily, everything, it's like you can fast forward that speed. You can bring it faster. You can even bring it to the start if you want to.
You can bring the emotion.
Exactly. So you can control emotions. You can play with emotions very well after that, and you can still keep within a good amount of time rather than dragging out for like 15 minutes. Yeah, that's the main thing I want to change. So summary.
Nice.
Music, wedding.
No, full production video, wedding company. Maybe I call it like what, bite size, right?
Smoke.
Crunch pieces production. No, crunch pieces media.
Got it.
Totally not wedding. That's not what for wedding, you know.
It doesn't matter, because I know that Ivan's skill set as a videographer is
Yeah.
extremely good, right? If you ever need a wedding videographer, he's the guy to find seriously.
For
Okay?
sure.
I'll be putting a slide editing this out on LinkedIn. Then I'll put it up.
Put a preview.
No, yeah. It's,
LinkedIn.
if people need a good
like
videographer,
yeah.
they should find Ivan.
Yeah. And also,
Felicia,
yeah.
what's your goals?
My goal is very simple. I just want to be happy, stay happy, and then just be appreciative of everything comes my way. Be it work, friends, anything.
Is there a little bit more tangible things?
Tangible.
I feel like you're always happy, so technically you've already achieved your goals. So.
I just feel like, okay, last year I keep thinking that nothing I do is enough.
Okay.
So even though I got a pretty good client last year, I still feel like there's this sense of I'm going to lose it one day. Then I work super hard until I don't really give time for myself.
Yes.
I don't really take time to appreciate that this is even happening to me.
Yes.
And I think I just gave myself a lot of pressure, and I didn't really it should be something that I should be happy about, but ended up it made me very stressed.
Yes.
And kind of ask myself, like, why am I doing this?
Yes.
Like, why am I in this industry? So I think I need to take time this year to just take it slower and just appreciate things more lah. Tangible wise, I guess maybe I think maybe I just wanna take my business to the next level. Start hiring and just create more content. Just start create more content for my website, my whole company. Kind of like share my knowledge with people who are really interested to know more about this industry, and just give back where I can.
Because the point of you comparing yourself last year from now, right? I think that brings in the topic of judging yourself, lah. Like you're judging yourself for being too hard on yourself,
Okay.
and I think I don't know. That's something that crosses my mind as well. Sometimes, like wow, JJ, you're full of shit. Like sometimes.
But you see, but it's because of this self-awareness that's why you grow.
That's why you constantly.
But I feel it's very confusing, to be honest. It's very confusing. Like
I kind of like it, no?
You like it.
I can't like hating myself. And things. like I don't like I hate myself when I watch TV, that kind of thing, because at least I know that.
Yeah,
you know.
I feel guilty when I don't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No, that's the thing. Yeah, like you feel guilty when you don't work. But
Yeah.
I like yesterday I had a podcast with this lady. Also, she's also your age, right? She's
Yeah.
running her own stuff. She's a HR consultant.
Oh wow.
And long story short, right, her reasons of starting why she does, right, is because her eldest sister passed away, like immediately, like within one night, you know. Then it's like that reframed her whole experience. Then she quit a corporate job and started something for herself. But the thing is, like, she doesn't want to build something big. She just wants to build something that gives her sufficient time.
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel like early on in my days when I was absorbing Gary Vaynerchuk's content, I used to judge people like that. Like, why don't you want to build something that's big, that is like massive, right? But I come to realize that everyone
It's a different goal.
everyone has a different goal, and you need to respect it.
Yeah.
You need to respect it, and that's
Yeah.
something that I'm appreciative of. So
Yeah. Which is also why I feel like I'm not good enough, even though something great was happening to me last year. I got a good client. I know that they'll give me the stability. But I still feel like my business is not sustainable enough. Like, I feel like, why am I not hiring people yet? Why am I still doing this by myself? But like, compare myself to other more established production companies, and then that's why I feel like very inadequate. But even though the things that I'm putting out is still, I mean, there must be a reason why clients are still coming back to me. Like, I should be focusing on all the good things that I'm doing, but
Yes.
I keep feeling like, oh, I'm coming up short. But I really agree with your friend. Like, even having a small thing, that means you actually gain things in areas that people don't have, which is time for yourself.
yes, that's the
more
reason.
growth. Yeah.
That's the motivation.
Yeah.
Giving time to herself that she
Yeah.
really wants to have ownership of.
Yeah, and also gives you more creativity space also. Like, if you're constantly so busy for your business, you don't really grow in your creative area also, because you're just like thinking about what to do next. Yeah. So I guess that's our goal.
I guess these are our goals. Let's keep each other accountable for the next few months in achieving it. So that's the end of the first episode of the
3 pods.
3-pod.
Name might be still in progress, but
No, make the sound effect. 3 pods.
Okay, you're responsible. You're responsible for creating the jingle of it. Okay.
Yay!
Okay. So yeah, that's it for the first episode. I know you talked all over the place, but I believe that there's a lot of useful things that we talked about that might be useful, and I hope that it's useful somehow to someone out there. So, and yeah, Ivan, Felicia, any last words?
Oh, last word.
Last words.
Believe in yourself.
Hey,
Happy Chinese New Year to
happy Chinese New Year!
everyone.
Hola.
Believe in yourself.
I heard that it's my year of the goat. So.
Oh, goat lah.
No, I thought it's mice.
Huh? No, it's the year of the mice, but you know how like different zodiac have different luck.
Oh, okay.
I heard. I'm not a believer of that, but I'm just saying.
Then where's the monkey one?
Monkey?
Yeah.
I don't know, but last
I
year
think it passed already, the monkey. Nothing
might be
happened.
coming up soon because I haven't heard from monkey yet for a while, so might be your year next year. But this year is my year.
Every
Woo.
year is like
Every year is our
Yeah, every year is our year.
Okay, can
Okay, now talk about skincare routine.
that's it for the podcast, and see you in the next one.
So in the morning.